Hello, it is William calling from Wiwibloggs, and Victoria from Bulgaria continues to drip feed us songs from the shortlist of her Eurovision 2021 internal selection.
Bulgaria National Television have answered the call and I'm dressed for the occasion. It's the funeral song.
Let's hope it gives us life. Are you ready? Let's do this. Hi, kitty. You gonna listen to the funeral song? iCard.
iCard.
The funeral song.
6 a.m.
Oh, she's in a casket.
Wearing
She's
My
singing about
darkest
people at her
clothes.
own funeral.
Say how great I was. 6 a.m. on Sunday morning.
She's definitely setting a scene.
Bring me flowers, say goodbye.
I'm surprised how light and airy this is.
Put me to rest.
Symphonic.
That makes you
Oh, she
So
looks like a
true.
rich woman, doesn't she? She looks rich. This is actually quite uplifting.
Oh, wow. This is bespoke funeral.
She seems to be suggesting, you're dead now. You've already been through the worst because life is a challenge.
There is so much purity in her voice.
It's a little macabre in the sense that it's called a funeral song, and these sounds, there's deliberate kind of discord. I don't want to say Halloween because it's not, but there's a darkness here mixed with a lightness. It's very Victoria.
It just touches you. It takes you to new dimensions. It's soft, it's delicate, it's somewhat angelic, even though the lyrical content is so dark.
You know what?
Bring me flowers, boo.
She seems to be at peace. Uh-huh. Well,
Oh,
you'll keep your feelings underground because you are being buried, yes. I like the simplicity of these lyrics. I think they're saying a lot, actually.
so meaningful. And the way she emotes effortlessly, so soft, just...
I think live and with symphonic orchestration, this could be very powerful.
Wow. And this is actually sad. I'm feeling sad feelings, actually. But paired with this uplifting production, it's a wonderful juxtaposition. Oh, I like those repetitive movements as well.
There are a lot of positive messages one could draw from this. She's basically saying, live your life. Don't be scared. Yes, you're gonna go through hell, but at the end, you'll be, on the other side, you will find peace. Like, this is in no way advocating that people, harm themselves, but it's like saying, you will go through these difficulties and there will be peace eventually, is what I'm taking away from this.
Oh my goodness. I know these are like visual camera tricks, but it kind of also reminds you of Anna Teresa de Keersmaeker, the choreographer, kind of just creating those patterned movements.
It's interesting, the kind of the white and the black, the contrast, the glove is very skeletal. She's like, the rich woman is like the Grim Reaper in a way. She's like, here are the flowers. And then the beautiful white Victoria is Victoria.
Eurovision fans, Dobar Den, which is hello in Bulgaria. Greetings to you. Warm wishes from the morgue, from the cremation room, from the... Oh my God. There is a universality here. And this universality is beautiful.
Okay, so if you read the post on wiwibloggs.com, she's saying that you should make the most of your life before you reach, the end of it. So that's like a very positive, life-affirming message. I think during a pandemic, there are kind of two ways to look at this. Some people will say, oh, this is too macabre and too morbid at a time, of a pandemic. Other people will say pop music and pop culture needs to address the realities of the day. So by singing a song, about death and in fact living during these times, she's, affirming life. She's reflecting on the situation, art, culture, it's born of the time. She's reflecting that. That makes her an artist. I don't think it's, what's the word? I don't think it's exploitative or kind of capitalizing on a situation at all. No, I think it's commenting on a prevailing kind of social topic. So in that sense, it's very interesting. Like you could hear this on kind of an elevated chat show about art and culture in a weird way. This is interesting. My concern would be, how do you stage that at Eurovision? Because when you're dealing with matters of life and death, and indeed the black and white contrast, like the darkness, the light, it can read, if it's done incorrectly, it can read as like comical or chintzy or cringe or, too literal and uncomfortable. Or you could just abstract the performance away from that topic of death entirely and let people read between the lines. It's tricky, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You could also just have, black and white lights, keep it simple. I think we should remember that she said in an interview with Wiwibloggs previously that she may keep staging elements she had planned from last year for this year. So they may well be choosing a song based on the stage ideas they wanted to keep. So we have no clue. So there's a lot of other things going on in the background that could influence this decision.
The most constant thing in life, or the most consistent thing in life, is probably death. I know it's oxymoronic, but it's true. And what Victoria wants us to do is appreciate what we have now on Earth. And how do we value those we care about? It's also about learning to love yourself and understanding yourself as as a life form that is intrinsic to your interactions on Earth. If you can't love yourself, ultimately you can't love somebody else. It's just a fact.
I had to have a positive response to that song. I think this sounds like nothing else you're gonna hear at Eurovision. Ain't gonna be no other songs called the funeral song. It's daring. It's daring. Reading through the comments section, a lot of people do think it sits uncomfortably with the zeitgeist. It'll be interesting to see, how that pans out over the coming days, what more people think as more people listen and watch. But musically, I really like it. She does so well with that tears getting sober symphonic orchestration, the strings, it lulls you into this intoxicating Victoria world, and that's what I like. Yes, people will always make comparisons to Billie Eilish, but if you listen to Billie Eilish and listen to Victoria, there are distinct differences. Like you could do a blind, not a taste test, a blind hearing test, and you would know who is who. It's dark art pop, okay? Like many people can occupy this space. It's fine. It's fine. And in fact, I love this space, so bring on more, frankly.
At the point where I am in Bulgaria right now, I've heard 5 of 6 songs. Just give me a dartboard, blindfold me, and let me just shoot. Pick any song at this point. Pick any song at this point. They're all masterpieces in their own right. They're all beautiful songs. And it's a case of which one can you stage best. I absolutely love Funeral Song. Last year's song, Tears Getting Sober, sad title. This one has amped it up, Funeral. You know what? Let's all dress up in black and actually, let's just make a whole scene. Make a scene. Sophia Lisbexter, check that out too. No, but it just fits into the EP title, A Little Dramatic. I absolutely just love this. There's so much meaning. It's really layered. It goes to show that to have an impact, you don't need to be all singing, dancing, happy clappy, pyro, rainbow colors, flag blocking every view. You can be understated, you can be sophisticated, and you can truly slay. And can I just say, that's what Victoria is doing here. Oh my God, you guys better start learning Bulgarian. Dorvish Dani is goodbye, but I'm not saying goodbye to you because there's one more song coming up. And why should you learn Bulgarian? We are looking at a potential winner here. All of them are slaying. I can't even weed out the fillers. Ugly Cry, Imaginary Friend, Dive Into the Unknown, Funeral Song. Literally, growing up is getting old. They're gonna want to sign out with a banger. I don't mean a banger as in like Doom Tech Tech. I'm just saying an understated, sophisticated, classy banger.
Yeah, I do like the message of the song because, as you get older and like friends from university die and friends from your childhood die and family members die and then your parents die, you start to kind of be like, all right, lots of bad stuff is happening. I should probably live my life. And you're kind of less, what's the word, drama. Like when there's drama and stuff on Twitter or whatever, I just tune out, hit mute, move on. It's like you kind of, everyone evolves as they encounter death in their own life. And I think this song touches on some of those themes, kind of like turn the noise down, block out the noise and live your life. What did RuPaul say, which Oliver Adams quoted in the post on Wiwibloggs.com? If you can't love yourself, how you gonna love somebody else? And I think that's what this song is getting at. It's it's meant to be affirming. And yeah, I want to listen to it again, actually. I really, really do.
Victoria, we need to meet. I just need to be surrounded by geniuses and people who are total slay drillness, honey. And this is phenomenal. I love funeral songs. I can't decide which one's my favorite. I'm probably just gonna take all of the above. Choose the one that suits you on the day.
Visuals of the funeral, the black and white that we've just seen, I don't think you could do that at Eurovision, because I think whenever you have weddings at Eurovision, it can be a little, I loved Krista Siegfried's, I am not hating on it, it fit that song. But what I'm saying is whenever you have anything costumey, it's very dangerous territory, because people can be like, huh, we had a dress up party. So yeah, I just don't know how they would stage that. In any case, that's what I think.
But what do you think?
Are you loving the funeral song? Are you surprised that the funeral song is the most upbeat and kind of happy of the songs we've heard so far? Oh, and by the way, did you clock a subtle, I don't want to say gospel, but early on I definitely felt a churchy vibe, like an uplifting, spiritual, very, very subtle gospel vibe. It did have, maybe it was the organ actually, that going to church, just hearing that organ, walking in, it's funny, people play all sorts of music at their funerals. It's not always sad boo-hoo. At my dad's funeral, we played Johnny Cash, okay? And I've been to many funerals where it's all, more of a celebration and less dour music. So everyone thinks about their funeral song, or oftentimes people think of their funeral song, and that adds another layer to this, I think.
Follow us on TikTok, Twitter, Pinterest, Tumblr, YouTube, Instagram, y'all, Facebook too.
We will see you later. Bye.
Bye.